Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys my all-in-one Unraid Plex server. And when I say all-in-one, I mean all-in-one. My optical drive is currently on the server, so I don't need to transfer over information from my personal computer by using an optical drive on that. So let's get started. You'll need a media share. And the media share is a folder that will be shared throughout the network, and Plex will be using this folder. Plex, which is a Docker, will be using this folder to retrieve all your movies, music, and shows. So let me show you guys my media share folder. Here's my media share folder. When you're doing this for the first time or when you're doing a big transfer, I would highly recommend you apply yes on that. Alright, make sure it's public. And the thing with these shares is, in order to see it on your personal computer and your VM, which I'm going to be showing you guys, you'll need to have SMB1 turned on. So in order to have that turned on, we'll go to Windows Features, and then we scroll down, and you'll be at SMB1. You're going to check that and click OK. Once you do that, your PC will need to be restarted. But yeah, once you do that, you'll have access to that media folder. And today I'll be showing you guys how to basically rip a whole season and just edit the MKV file so that, you know, the title is good. You remove some tracks, whether it's audio or subtitle tracks and all that. So let's get it started. So like I said, media share, turn your cache disk on. We'll go to the main menu here, dashboard. So you'll need to have a virtual machine. Once again, this is an all-in-one system, so we'll be doing everything from the ripping process using programs all on the server. So a virtual machine will help us very well. So let me stop the virtual machine real quick, and we'll go in and edit it. So this is basically your virtual machine. This is how you'll set it up. I would highly recommend, if you have any questions or wondering how to use Unraid or the VMs, go check out Spaceinvader 1 on YouTube. So basically this is my VM. When it's your first time setting up the VM, your optical drive will probably not be found by the virtual machine. So what I highly recommend doing, and I will post all the links in the bottom for this video, but you'll need to copy this or use this code, and what you'll be doing is copying it over to the XML view all the way down underneath balloon and on top of devices. So you'll Control V, and you'll need to change the number, this number here, the number 2, or any number that's after the SCI host. Basically what it is it's the number associated with your actual optical drive. So as you can see, -5 on this post. This guy's was 2. Alright, so you have that done. You have your VM set up, you have your media share turned on, and your VM can spot your optical drive. So what's next? We'll need to go in and start up our virtual machine. So let's do that, guys. Alright guys, here we are. You're gonna need a few programs to run this. So you're gonna need MakeMKV, and MakeMKV, what it does is it uses your optical drive and it takes the movies, whether it's Blu-ray or DVD, and it decrypts them so that you could rip you could basically rip and get MKV files. MKV Toolnix is another program, and basically you'll need it to edit the MKV files that come out of Make MKV. FileBot is a program that will change the names of episodes, music, all that stuff. And the benefit of it is it does basically whole seasons, so it's at ease and you don't have to go in and type it manually. So let's start up Make MKV. So once you boot it up, driver's gonna read. We're gonna decrypt the CD here, Blu-ray, and I have Berserk 1997 in here, so it's decrypting. Alright, so basically you start this up, you find your output file. Mine is C dash video. Basically you click Make MKV. When it's your first time, you're gonna have a prompt saying you have 30-day trial, which is completely fine. Accept that. If you do end up using this program though, go ahead and support and buy it. But yeah, you're gonna make it. I've already done that, and I'll be showing you guys here. So when I did this, my output folder actually was in the C drive, as you guys saw, and it was right here. So what I did is I just moved the videos over, and we're right here. And basically these two right here and this one were changed manually by me. These two were used, FileBot was used for this, and this was done by me, just typed it in. But basically what's going to happen is you're going to get these titles, and with these titles you'll have a generic name or whatever the Blu-ray, whatever your movie or show has its name on it, and you're going to need to figure out what the episode is. So for me, I'm just gonna go subtitles, and there you go, the Band of the Hawk. Alright, so basically if it's a movie, it shouldn't take too long, but if you've got whole seasons and this happens to you, you're gonna have to figure out the name of the episodes. So I've already gone and done that. So basically the Title 7 is the episode called Zod the Immortal. So let's go into FileBot, and it's the program I was telling you that will help us with the naming. So we're gonna take all of these files, Control A, and then we're just gonna, and then Title 3 is like all of the episodes put into one, so we're not gonna worry about that. Alright, we're gonna transfer everything over here to original files, and let's go over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to search Berserk 1997. And we're going to take all of these guys. Pretty much all of these guys, and move them over. Alright, we're done. So we're going to go ahead and rename. And as you can see, all of these are renamed. So as you guys can remember, I've already messed with episode 1 and 7. But I'm going to show you an episode like episode 4. So we renamed the actual the file, but the title, I don't know if you guys saw, but the title is still what it was from the disk. So what we need to do is we need to change the title so that it is the file name, and in order to do that, we will use the batch file, which has scripts on it that I will be sharing with you guys. And basically what this script will do is this first part will change the name, the title, and basically it will use MKV Toolnix to help. So the path that this script will go to is program files, MKV toolnix, and then this is a sub-like program that is a part of MKV toolnix that will be used. So that's the first part. The second part is for you guys that want to take control of basically the tracks. So let's see here. Let's go in. We're going to play it, and then I called this Howdy. It hasn't been changed because of the program. It's too funny. Alright, so audio track. So you guys can see there's multiple audio tracks, English and Japanese, and then there is multiple subtitle tracks. And the first subtitle track for this, it's actually not even a subtitle track, it's just chapter markers. So we'll go in here, track 2. This is the actual subtitle track. So the first track is going to be very annoying to have. So what this script will do is, once again, it will go in, and the path file is to MKV toolnix, and instead of ProEdit, this time it's going to be using MKV merge. And this mux right here is actually the name of the new folder that it's going to save it to. So I wrote tada on the one that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, but yeah, it's called it's just the folder that the new updated MKV file will be put into. So audio tracks, let's go into MKV toolnix, and I will show you guys about these audio tracks here. So let's take the first episode here. Alright, so let's look at this. So I'm 100% sure the first video track is track 0. So track 1 is DTS HD Masters Audio. Track 2 is just DTS. Track 3 is another HD Masters Audio. And the first one and the third one are Japanese, right? And then we have subtitle track 5 and subtitle track 6. So for this one, what I want, or what you might want, for me it's of course going to be the audio track 1 and 3. So I want the HD Masters track 1 and 3 for the audio. For the subtitle tracks, I want track 6. And this track will be the track I need basically to watch my show. So moving on, we have default track. So the default audio track, I set it to 3 because I prefer watching Japanese movies with the audio being Japanese and the tracks, the subtitles being English. So that's kind of how I do it. But yeah, so this is going to be your audio track, default track. So I set it as 3, and then the default track for your subtitles, set it at 6 for that track. And you know, when this script runs, basically what's going to happen is that track 5 is no longer going to be in that tada file, and we want that. And so are track 2 and track 4. So that's going to be nice. And basically these default tracks will be autoplayed by VLC. So let us do that. Let me show you guys that now. Oh, also, let's say you don't want to set the subtitle track as your default. Basically, just select this and then just delete it. Make sure there is one space and distance between basically the next line of wording or whatever else you might type into this code. But yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna back out of this. We're gonna save it because we did the whole tada. All right, let's see. let's move this to, because it's a huge file. We don't want it. It's that track 3 from earlier. But yeah, let's get it going. Alright, and I will fast forward this for you guys, so don't worry about it. Alrighty, this is finishing up here and it's done. Okay, so let's go back in. Once again, that tada, our tada naming here, folder. Alright, let's go in and see if the titles have been changed, the audio tracks and the subtitle tracks. So we're just gonna go to episode 3 here, go full screen for you guys. As you guys can see, title track has been changed. The subtitle is set to default. And once again, you don't have to. You can completely delete that default number 6 out of it if you don't want any, burned in or default audio tracks. So subtitle tracks, I mean. So let's go in and take a look. Alright, so we have our track 1 and track 3, and as you can see, track 3 is default. Subtitles, track 1 is default. Alright, so we've got that. We've changed the name of the title. We can press Control I on VLC and see that. Alright, so what have we done so far? We've basically ripped our Blu-ray. We've gotten our files, titles out. We've changed the name. We've removed all the excess tracks that we didn't want. We adjusted the MKV file so we can have some default tracks. Now we want to put it onto our Plex server. So in order to do that, first we need to download a program called Files to Folder. And once you get Files to Folder, Files to Folder will be in the description as well, but just search Files to Folder and then you'd get the ones from Squire. Download it. I've already downloaded it, so let me just show you guys. So Files to Folder, and then you extract it using 7-zip or whatever. You take it to your destination. I put it on my desktop. But then so that exe, you're gonna left click here and you're gonna run it as admin, and these extra config files should come up. But every time you need to basically do this, basically put everything into a folder of its own. You'll just left click Files to Folder, move each file individual into a subfolder. You click OK. Alright, so now basically you'll just go to your server and you'll open up your media folder. You go to wherever you saved your stuff. So ta-da. And then you'll go into your shows. Of course, you'll have a folder called whatever your show is, and then you'll go in and it should have the Files to Folder. So let me show you guys. So basically we've already got these, but when you add duplicates or different versions of the same thing, Plex picks up on it and it puts like a number 2 or however many versions you have on there. And the nice thing about having our share cache turned on is that the transfer rates should be much faster. I'm using both. I'm not gonna do this, but I'm using I'm gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go back to preserve. I'll just do this. Go back to NAS, media share, movies, And I've already got this, guys, so I'm not gonna mess with it. But we'll just replace the old file, and we'll see. Alright, while it's doing that, we're gonna go in to our Plex, and we're gonna scan again, go into Berserk, and then let's watch this real quick. Oh, it's actually working. We'll just wait for it to update. There we go. Alright, so let's confirm what we've done today. We've got our DTS HD Masters audio for Japanese and English. And then we've got our English subtitle track that we've kept. So, and as you guys can see, there it is. So good luck out there, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I'm looking forward to share some more information with you guys. I do have another batch file that basically allows you guys to remove the PGS subtitles and insert in SRTs for a more universal experience. Oh yeah, one more thing, guys. So you've done all that, but there's one thing that we've forgotten to do, and that is since we transferred over the files onto the media share using the cache disk, we need to go in to the main menu and transfer over the information. And for you, of course, yours is going to be however many gigs your movies or shows were, depending on the size of your cache disk. But you'll need to go down, click move now. It's going to take a little bit. Once it gets to 0% or however many percent you have, your lowest, you'd go back to media shares and you set this to no and apply. And basically your there won't be a threat to your files that you've transferred over, so you guys should be good. Thanks for watching.